I found this, the most extreme VTuber group and their dark history. I've never heard about this scenario. I'm very interested to look at it. Before we get into this video though, make sure you like this video to help the algorithm gods, and also sub to the channel if you enjoy these kind of things. Now let's get into it. What is this stuff?
In this video, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite Japanese VTuber groups that you have probably never heard of, including their really rough start because they got caught up in a really crappy situation. So stay tuned. As most probably know by now, generally you can separate VTubers into two different categories. VTubers that belong to an agency and VTubers that are independent.
Yes.
Being in an agency operated by a company, especially in Japan, means that you need to strictly follow the rules and guidelines outlined by that company or face
happy 5 months.
consequences.
Thank you. Thank you,
guidelines that are outlined by
Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're gonna play the D4 season starting tomorrow. It looks neat. Sweet. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure yet. I have so many games at the moment. Maybe.
Typically, these
Thank you,
rules are
thank you for 5 years. I appreciate it. How you doing?
The talent, but also the company's brand, their image.
Your favorite? I might play it then. I might then. Maybe I'll go Necromancer. Why not? What's she doing? Showing her like ass?
Then there's Aogiri.
You're showing me that for free?
Throw the rulebook out of the window.
Is S tier? Oh, I might play them. Sounds the same. We've been up to it.
These girls
are they
have
just
some of the
vibing it
most
live?
lewd jokes and conversations I have ever heard.
This sounds like the most non-Japanese group I've ever seen.
Japanese VTubers, or just
Jesus.
Japanese people in general.
You are so wet. You are... Wait. You are so wet, suddenly my fingers are in?
Now, almost all the VTuber agencies I know allow for or even encourage a degree of raunchiness and sexual innuendos from their talents.
Help, I'm gay!
Especially as female
Help
VTubers
me!
tend to have large male fan bases. But Aogiri Koko seems to take things to a whole new level. For their fans,
work.
Hope
it calms down. Hope it's going well though.
Any other VTuber group. There is no pretending to be untouched, pure, or shoujo-like. And in that sense, Aogiri Koko is comparatively much more open and honest.
That is so unfunny how like, cause you usually don't see it with corpo Japanese VTubers that they're talking about themselves. They're always sticking to the characters. It's wild to me to see them talking about themselves like in real life.
As a result of this, Aogiri's fan base is also very tolerant and understanding. Well, I mean, they'd have to be, wouldn't they? Of course, it isn't all purely about lewdness. Each of Aogiri Koko's members
Something blasting. You live by yourself. You're fine.
Providing their own interesting and original content.
Your neighbors will only think you're having fun.
Keeping their fans guessing as to what's coming next. At the time of this recording, Aogiri has 10 active members. The one who has been at Aogiri the longest is Otodama Tamako, debuting in October 2018. Tamako is described as a person who is very socially awkward and an uchibenkei. An uchibenkei is someone who has opposing attitudes depending on whether they are at home or outside. Usually very outspoken and seemingly tough at home, quiet and timid outside.
She just like worked out live.
Activities, Tamako managed to open up and break out of her shell. Boy, did she break out of her shell. She is a very popular member and is very well known for her ASMRs. There is also Kurikoma Komaru, who is essentially just an endless pit of lewd jokes.
エロロビンの派生版でおほろびんやっててさ、ちょっと先やってニコロビンお
It's always a riot when Komaru is around.
Like
one
birds.
last member that I really wanted to mention is
I guess have a good one, man.
Urame is one of the more recent members of Aogiri that really hates horror games, and is actually a massive VTuber fan herself. Apparently she brings things for the other members to sign when they're together in the studio. But what I wanted to highlight is Urame's openness about her
never doing
sexuality.
ASMR.
Urame is a lesbian, something she has been very open about.
Gay.
As I mentioned before, typically Japanese female VTubers cater to a mostly male audience, with female fans being a sort of bonus.
We begged
so
already,
saying that you're a
no.
lesbian might be somewhat risky in terms of viewership, but not for Urame, as her unique character and personality has helped her achieve a very strong following. And she even jokes with her male fans that if they want to get with her, they need to rip off their pee-pee first.
Damn.
I think I'll stick to just being a fan.
I wouldn't even say that, because I bet there's some psycho dude out there that will do it.
Also, one other thing to note about being open about her sexuality, Urame said she does this on purpose, because she has the goal of increasing her female fan base so that she can easily get some. No comment. By the way, if you want to hear more about Urame, you should definitely check out the stream she did with a VTuber from a different agency, Rene Ryugasaki. But to be warned, it was a pretty crazy stream. They talked about things like how they liked having intercourse while being strangled. No comment. If you'd like to see that particular stream, I'll put a link in the description box below. Now, Aogiri Koukou has been through some really rough times. But before I get into this, please note that everything has already been resolved with all the parties involved, and the Aogiri Koukou members have talked and joked about this issue on stream. Originally, Aogiri Koukou, full name Aogiri Koukou VTuber High School, had a different name, Aogiri Koukou Gamebu, and was operating under a different company than the one currently. Let's call this company Company A. Now, under Company A, there was a different variant of Aogiri Koukou Gamebu called Gamebu Projecto. Gamebu Projecto consisted of 4 members and were known for their impressive gaming skills and comedic videos. This unit was actually pretty popular within the VTubing community, and at their peak in the early part of 2019 had reached 450,000 subscribers. Unfortunately though, the 4 members were anything but happy. The voices behind the members took to their Twitter accounts and tweeted about the horrible conditions that they were under. Among other things, members claimed to have been repeatedly insulted by the management and told that they were replaceable. Other members tweeted about how they were barely able to sleep or eat. As you can imagine, fans were enraged with Company A, giving them a pretty bad reputation. And yes, since Aogiri Koukou Gamebu was also being operated by Company A, they were also caught up in the bad reputation that Company A gained. This also proved to be the absolute worst timing for Ishikari Akari, who would debut around 6 months after this all got started, something she herself has talked about on stream. However, soon after, Aogiri Koukou Gamebu would operate under a subsidiary of Company A, changing their name to Aogiri Koukou VTuber High School, meaning they were no longer directly being operated by Company A. However, what the members would call a curse would follow them and Gamebu Projecto long after. In February 2021, Gamebu Projecto
abuse has to stop. It's unfortunate, but the thing is that even in idol culture, and not in idol culture, but in idol business, VTuber business, this shit happens a lot, which is sad, because there's like usually like young people working in it. Like, and I'm saying like this, in idol, you can see 16 to like 18, 20-year-old that are within this, and they get into these conditions where they just don't even know how to react because they haven't lived long enough to like understand the situation, and they're just being abused in every way. It's tragic. It's real sad.
However, not to worry, Gamebu Projecto
they can't even talk about it.
Doing pretty well from last I heard. From January 2023, Aogiri Koukou VTuber High School would end up being operated by their current company, providing
no better.
Them with
yeah,
a
exactly.
much bigger
It is
studio,
horrifying.
The ability to increase its members.
People wonder why they pick beer.
Provide them with a much better environment. I hope I've given you a reason to check out Aogiri Koukou. They're an awesome VTuber group, and I think they deserve much more attention. Anyway,
cool. I've never heard of them before.
Video, guys, I appreciate all the support.
That was a great video.
I can't believe I have over 6,000 subs. That's freaking crazy.
Huge.
I appreciate
Let me
it.
sub too.
Thank you so much.
Great video, man.
Coming your way. Thanks
that was
again,
a really
guys.
good video. I like that.
Bye.
I very much enjoyed it. I really liked it. If you liked the video itself, make sure you go sub to his channels as well. Also, if you like this kind of react, make sure you like this video to help the algorithm gods to spread it around more. And also sub to the channel. This is very interesting. I've never heard about this group before. I got to take a look at them and watch their stuff one day. This seems really, really fun. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you into the next one. Bye.